What are the Vatican's secret archives? The name is misleading. In Latin, secretum meant private, not secret. These were the Pope's personal archives, the official records of the Holy See. They contained state papers, correspondence, papal account books, and more, spanning over a millennium. Access is extremely limited. It's not a public library, you can't just walk in. For centuries it was closed to outsiders. Only in 1881 did Pope Leo XIII allow a handful of scholars inside. Even today, researchers must be highly qualified, request specific documents, and can only view a few items per day in a controlled room. No one is allowed to wander the 53 miles of shelving. This strict control fuels endless speculation. Is it just about preservation? Many documents are fragile, some over 1,000 years old, unique and irreplaceable. Archivists see themselves as guardians, protecting this heritage for future generations. Every measure is taken: climate-controlled vaults, strict handling protocols, but this careful guardianship also creates a barrier. Scholars must know exactly what they're looking for, which is difficult when the full catalog isn't public. Some believe the restrictions are about more than preservation. Is the Vatican protecting fragile paper, or protecting itself from inconvenient truths? The line between preservation and secrecy is thin. The archives remain a place where history is both preserved and controlled. Within these walls are some of history's most pivotal documents, confirmed, not rumored. Imagine holding Michelangelo's letter to the Vatican, complaining about payment for the Sistine Chapel, a human moment, preserved for centuries. The archives connect us to giants of the past, revealing their struggles and triumphs. Here is the complete record of Galileo's trial, where he was forced to recant his discoveries. A turning point in human thought. There's a letter from Mary, Queen of Scots, pleading for her life before execution. A monarch's final, desperate appeal. The papal bull excommunicating Martin Luther is here, the act that ignited the Protestant Reformation. There are letters from Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson Davis, both seeking the Pope's support during the American Civil War. King Henry VIII's request for annulment, denied, led to the creation of the Church of England. Each document is a key to a critical moment in our past. These archives show how personal decisions and declarations of faith have shaped the world. When secrecy is this intense, rumors flourish. Some say the archives hide lost gospels, texts that could change our understanding of Jesus and his teachings. Others whisper about the true third secret of Fatima, or even evidence of extraterrestrial life, hidden to avoid a crisis of faith. There are tales of ancient books of magic, powerful rituals, and forbidden knowledge kept from the world. While most of these stories are fiction, they reveal our fascination with the unknown. The archives become more than a library. They are a place where the fate of the world and perhaps our souls hangs in the balance. Why all the secrecy? The Vatican says it's about protection and diplomacy. Many documents involve sensitive diplomatic relationships. Releasing them could cause international incidents. The archives also contain records of church tribunals, investigations, and personal petitions. Releasing these could harm reputations and dredge up old scandals. The Church claims a moral duty to protect the privacy of individuals, living and dead. Critics argue this is a convenient excuse to hide the Church's own failings. By controlling access, the Vatican can shape its own story, downplaying darker chapters like the Inquisition or its role in political conflicts. Historians insist that true understanding requires access to all evidence, not just what the institution is comfortable sharing. This debate came to a head over records from World War II and Pope Pius X. The Church claimed it worked quietly to save lives during the Holocaust, but critics demanded proof. The archives, they argued, hold the key to understanding the Pope's actions, or inaction. The controversy highlights the central conflict. Is secrecy about protection, or about preserving the Church's legacy? The answer, as always, lies somewhere in between. For decades, the most sensitive archives remained sealed. Papal records opened only 75 years after a pontificate ended. This kept World War II-era documents, especially those of Pope Pius XIV, out of reach, frustrating historians and Jewish groups seeking answers. In 2019, Pope Francis broke tradition, announcing the early opening of Pius XII's archives. He declared the Church is not afraid of history, signaling a new era of transparency. Scholars finally gained access, uncovering thousands of documents, personal pleas for help, reports of atrocities, and evidence of both rescue efforts and silence. The work is slow, and much remains hidden. Only a crack in the vault has opened. The records of later popes are still sealed, and vast, uncatalogued sections remain untouched. The journey toward full transparency has only just begun. We end our journey before the mystery, glimpsing only fragments of what lies within. We know of letters, trials, and decrees that shaped history, and the wild theories of lost gospels and world-shaking secrets. A small part of the veil has lifted, but most remains. What if there's a single document buried deep that could change everything? Would such a truth unite us or tear us apart? Some say revelation is always best, others fear some knowledge is too dangerous. The Vatican's secret archives will always fascinate as long as their doors remain closed. And so, we are left with the ultimate question: what is the greatest truth still waiting on that final unopened page?